This story is so funny. Like, I love it. Hello. So I want this video to be for people that are thinking about getting their noses done. If they want to know what happens like before the surgery and afterwards, like how I'm doing right now and how my nose feels. Basically, I found my surgeon online. I just searched him up as a joke like a few months before my surgery, and I was like, oh my god, he's Greek and I'm Greek, like crazy. I just saw that he had really good reviews, so I was like, okay, he has 5 stars and people are saying he's like really good. So I kept telling my parents and my parents said no, of course. I was like, okay, I've been wanting a nose job forever, so it's time. So I requested a month off my work and I got it, and I was like, Mom and Dad, time for the nose job. And my mom, I feel like to convince my parents, I have to like just make it seem like it's happening even though they keep saying no, and that works with them. So I'm like, okay, so we're gonna go see the doctor, and of course they're like pushing it off. And so I called the doctor without telling anyone, and I made an appointment for a consultation. So me and my mom went to that. He like pointed out everything I wanted fixed, and I was like, oh my god, yes, he knows what I want. And he was Greek, so of course my mom was like, wow, Greek doctor. I have a normal doctor that's Greek, I have my eye doctor who's Greek, and now my surgeon was Greek too, so that was great. After the consultation, I was like hooked. I was like, okay, I'm ready for the surgery. And there was 2 dates available in that month that I requested off, which was June 7th and June 17th. I'm sorry, I stopped. I meant July 7th or July 17th. My cousin's wedding was on the 8th, so I could not do the 7th. So the 17th was the only option. So I told him, okay, I'll do my surgery that day. And then I came in before one more time. He showed me how it would look from the side, and I was happy. My surgery day had came. It was in the morning. I vlogged, and I was kind of nervous. So we went in, and I got my bed, and I laid there. I changed into my gown, which you will see in the vlog if you watched it. And they like put an IV in my arm and put like something to keep me hydrated and something to keep me calm. And I just remember my surgeon took a while to come, and my surgery was supposed to happen at 9, but it happened at like 10:30. So my surgeon came, and then they rolled me away in the bed to another room, and keep in mind that they already like gave me something to keep me from getting anxious. They took me in the room, and I have no glasses on either, so I was blind. And I was like, I can't see right now. They were like, trust me, you're not gonna be able to see once we give you the anesthesia. And I was like, okay. So they took me away, and I remember I was like, I felt like I was high. I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening right now. Like I was gone. Like I did not know. They told me go onto this bed, and there was like so many people, and I already felt like I was about to fall asleep. And I laid down on the bed, and then they put me like a mask over my face and told me to take deep breaths, and I felt like 10 million people like grabbing onto me, like taking my arms and my legs, and I felt like they were tying me down, but I think they were just putting me like stuff to keep trace of my heart rate. I don't know, man, but I was scared. I was like, okay, I'm getting tied down right now, I'm ready to die. So when they put me the breathing mask to like put me under anesthesia, I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was just like getting something to help me breathe, but I guess they were like, breathe in, out, and after like 3 breaths, I fell asleep. I didn't even remember falling asleep. It was like, and then I was dead. So I wake up, keeping in mind that I'm blind. I open my eyes, and I can't really see. I see like one person in a bed sleeping over there, and then I see like nurses, and I'm like, and then they see me open my eyes, and one of the nurses come. Oh my god, this story is so funny. Like I love it. The nurse sees me open my eyes, and they're like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, I have to pee. So she brings me a bowl and puts it under my butt, okay? And then I couldn't pee. Like I peed like, and then that's it. I was like, I can't pee because I'm pee shy, and I can't pee when there's a freaking person right there. So then she takes away the bowl from under my booty because I'm laying down, and like I was drugged up, so I did not care what was going on. I was like, bring me the bowl back. So I was like, I have to pee again. So she brought me the bowl and put it under my butt, and I peed a lot, and then I fell asleep. I don't know if I fell asleep while I was peeing, but I know I fell asleep with the bowl under my butt. And then she came back and she was like, are you done peeing? And I'm like, yeah, I just fell asleep. And she took the bowl away. I don't remember, honestly. I'm sorry, I lied. She brought me the bowl for the second time to pee, and then I fell asleep on the bowl after I peed, and then this guy nurse comes and he was like, "You fell asleep?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he like took the bowl from under my butt, and I was like, what's happening? I just thought it was funny. And then I remember I asked, are my eyes really swollen? And they said no, which they weren't. Like right after surgery they were fine, but the next day and the next day and the next day they got worse, which you'll see in the other video if you've seen it. So I got out of surgery and I said, "What time is it?" Wait, the first thing I said was, "I have to pee." And then after like I tried to pee the first time, I was like, "What time is it?" And they said like 4:30. So my surgery took from 10:30 to 4:30. I remember like when I first woke up too, I asked like, "Oh, what time it is?" And they said it was 4:30. And my surgery took like 5 hours. I was like, wow, that was a long time. And basically I kept falling asleep, and then I remember that I woke up again, and then my mom was kissing me on the head, and I was like, hello. And they like put me in some like chair. Like I don't remember moving from the bed to the chair, but I think they had me get up and sit there, and they covered me in a blanket, and my feet were like put up like it was like a recliner. And I don't even know, man. I had to pee again, so I went to the bathroom, but I walked, but like I almost fell because I was so dizzy. So the nurse was like holding me, and I went to pee, and then a few minutes later I had to pee again. I don't know what was wrong with me, I just really had to pee. I think the guy who took the bowl from under my booty when I fell asleep, he was just like, "You're still here?" Because I stayed in the hospital from 7:30 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, okay? Because I could not stay awake. Like after they brought me to that recliner, I kept sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. And then they brought me graham crackers, and I was just so hungry because I hadn't eaten since the day before. And it was like 24 hours since I ate. And I drank water and I ate graham crackers, and I felt fine. I came home, I slept, and then from the videos you'll see like I was sleeping nonstop for the first few days. Anyway, so I love that story because I think it's hilarious, because all I remember is the people like being so confused that I fell asleep while I was peeing, and I was like, sorry. Now I'll talk about my nose. So my nose was killing me. My head was killing me. That was the worst pain I felt. Like I had a headache for like a few days straight. And yesterday actually, my nose, I was like trying to like clean up because I'm crazy, okay? I'm a crazy person. I was using tweezers to like pull things out of my nose, and I realized that I have dissolvable stitches in my nose, and I think I yanked it, so my nose started bleeding a lot yesterday. And I was like, blood. I don't bleed from my nose. I've never had a bloody nose, so that was very concerning. But I kept like pulling like blood clots. Okay, I'm sorry, this video is gross, but like that's what life is. So I kept pulling out blood clots yesterday, and that was fun, but like I could breathe better, so it was fine. But like the bleeding from my nose on the left side concerned me, but it's okay. And I took my stitches out, and you can't even see. You can see this one's like scar right here. And my nose just feels really weird. Like the stitches hurt so much, but like the tubes hurt even worse. But it was okay. It was a few minutes to like finally be able to breathe. Oh, another thing I forgot to talk about is when I had the tubes in my nose. Like I know some people have cotton stuffed up there. I had tubes, so I could like kind of breathe, but not really. And I would like make whistling noises when I was sleeping because I had freaking tubes up my nose. But I was so scared. So if you eat after your nose job and everything tastes really gross, it just might be that you have stuff up your nose. I went to Taco Bell because I love Taco Bell, and I ordered my favorite thing, which is the mini chicken quesadilla. And I ate it, and I wanted to throw up because it was so bad. I was like, what is this? Why does it taste so weird? And I went to get a burger at Miller's. Like I went to my favorite places and nothing tasted good, and I was so sad. I was like, my taste buds are ruined. I took out the tubes and I went to eat. I don't remember where, but like, oh, me and Jessica went to Denny's, and it's in the vlog, and I ate bacon and it tasted normal, and I was so happy because every kind of meat has tasted, it would taste so gross, and then like anything else tasted like nothing. So I had a very horrible time because I love food. The update on my nose is that like the bulby part is kind of shrinking. It's like really swollen. He told me it is huge because it is swollen. the side is not as bad as it was like when I got the cast off, and I just feel like I look more normal now. It could be that I'm more used to it, but it kind of just looks the same as my old nose almost, and I know it's gonna get smaller, but at least it's like gradual, so I won't really notice a difference unless I look back at old pictures. Like, it's the same thing with my gap. I always thought my gap was like this big, and then I look at old pictures and I compared it, and I was like, this is crazy. And like, I look at old videos of myself and I'm like, I cannot believe my teeth looked like that. Like, I mean, I have a gap still, but oh my god, it was huge. It was like this wide. Because I was already in pain, my dentist who's doing my Invisalign like let me postpone it, so that's why I've been wearing these Invisalign for over a month, almost 5 weeks, and I'm gonna continue it soon. In a few days I have to get my new tray, and they really hurt when I put them in for like 5 days. I'm gonna make a whole other video on Invisalign, man. I don't but yeah, the side of my nose is not that small, but it's better than before, because before it was like, you know. Hopefully this video isn't too long. I just thought my story was funny and I wanted to share and also have it for memories. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and check out my last video up here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.